to Nerd Girls.
I'm FM.
You are? And I am Becca Smith.
And today we're reviewing American Gods, the last episode.
The last episode. Yeah, so like we thought, they left us on a cliffhanger. No war yet.
Yeah, I thought it was a really cool episode in that it was all about like woman power.
Oh yeah, I was like, you need a queen.
I know. Like, on the cusp of seeing a Wonder Woman, I was like, yeah. I was like, I can think of a few, you know.
I know, yeah. Khaleesi, but no, I do love the fact that it was her because, I mean, I know he hasn't recruited her yet, but when he was talking about her story, because I was kept on thinking, is she ever going to come back?
I was wondering, because the first episode, we see the vagina nebula. The other guy called it in this one. Yeah. He's like, whoa there, honey pie.
Like, I'm not gonna
That's not the kind of help I'm talking about.
You look tempted though. He's like, stop touching me.
Hey, that one guy in that zen, happy, erect state for all eternity looked pretty happy. I mean,
it's a good way to go if you're gonna go.
Not bad. But yeah, I've been wondering about her. But even finding her story, I mean, she was just so cool and so powerful. I'm kind of bummed that she's not the queen that they're getting.
They did imply that she's maybe next on the list. But yeah, the one that was still, I think, available.
I felt so bad for her. Her temple got demolished. The 70s, and they were like, men with their penises and guns came and ruined the 70s. Yeah. And then everything else. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And then she ended up being homeless. I was like, oh, where even she forgot her goddess inside, which I thought was poignant for us ladies at home. Don't forget your goddess inside. Your queen.
Yes.
Don't forget it, ladies.
So I was disappointed because I wanted a little bit more of her, because I thought that, I mean, they really set that up with the story of you need to find your queen. And he said, I'm going to go find my queen. Obviously, he meant Easter or Esther or whatever, you know.
I was hoping it was her, too.
But I was hoping it was her.
I
was waiting for that confrontation of, like,
And so what, is she associated with the moon? Do you guys know that? Because it kept peering up to the moon in her face. So is she associated with the goddess that is worshipped by the moon? Or is that just a cool camera angle that they keep shooting?
Yeah, I know. the show, it's so artistic. It's hard to tell. But
I mean, it was cool that they found the goddess of spring, though. She was like, I give crops and I take them away.
That was cool.
That was cool. I didn't know what she was doing. She was just like, her hair was coming down. I was like, this is a dramatic hair drop moment. It's like, here, play me some slow music, Becca. All the crops are dead. I just killed them all.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
That was really cool, though. I do like that Odin took some lightning down on those robot thingies.
These deaths are for you. What deaths?
Give them And then does that mean, I don't know if you know, does that mean that since she said a god killed you to dead wife, does that mean only Odin, only the god that killed you can bring you back? Is that what she meant by that?
I'm not sure. And I was wondering too, like, at the end when she's like, a word, when dead wife was like, a word, Shadow. I'd have been like, hey, Shadow, he killed me. Like, I'd have just spilled the beans in front of everybody. No chance for anything to get like, magically snapped away.
I didn't really, But I do love, though, that Shadow, even though she's just like, her eyes are starting to milk, and she's looking and he's still looking at her like, I love you.
There's a fly buzzing around. I was like,
he's all like,
that's a rough one.
Even though he said he wasn't her puppy, he
still looked at her like a puppy. He did, and then he kind of like slowly tried to reel it in. Last scene,
but it's over. So it's like, no, I feel like this can't be the last episode. It's weird, right? That we have to wait a year for. It doesn't feel like a season finale.
I agree. It didn't have that punch that even some of the other episodes have, where you're like, oh, I can't believe it ended. This, it was kind of like, okay, everything's set up. Basically, they ended on we set everything up. We are at war now. We've got the goddess of spring. Good things are coming.
Right. I guess it kind of ended like...
They didn't have to honeypot us.
It kind of ended like, remember when we were watching the season finale of Walking Dead, and it just came out, and he went like, "It's war," and then that was the end. It's the same thing. It was like
somehow. I mean, I guess Odin is okay with those kind of endings. It's war. Odin's like,
yeah, he's all like, "Fuck yes,
it's war." Where's my giant hammer? Here, you keep talking.
Yeah.
I should have this just in here with us for the rest of the thing. So
Thor.
it's war now.
Yeah.
Maybe Thor, but
it's still Viking. Come on.
Still, it's of the Odin. It's of Valhalla, right?
Yeah,
it's of that universe.
It's Viking. I did, even though you know me, I love Ian McShane, so he kind of can't do anything wrong. But I did hate that he freaking lied about killing his friend. He's like, "Oh, they killed him after he built me this sword, and then they chopped his head off."
I know. I was hoping Shadow would be like,
he got the face.
You
his
killed
face
him.
I'm like, huh?
He's like, "You a dick because you killed your own friend," and then it's like,
yeah.
And even she was like, "He hasn't been with you for a while." And I'm like, "Don't lie to the goddess of spring. She can look into your eyes and find that imprint."
Although she did say that he lied about everything, so she should have just assumed he was lying.
She's like,
"Oh, he lies about everything."
Did you kill him? Because I feel like I loved her bunnies too. I'd have been pissed.
Yeah, that he killed the bunnies.
Odin ran over my. I have 2 chickens. If Odin ran over my chickens,
I would be mighty, mighty mad. Yep.
He'd have had to deal with me first before he proposed. I was like,
"Listen,
bring my bunnies back to life, and then we'll talk. Otherwise, we'll smite you hard. Kill my rabbits, you ass. Bunnies." He just kills them. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But I like how Shadow's just like, "Hey." He doesn't really do anything. He just
He
sort of
doesn't
like,
really care. I like the dead wife. It's one bunny, and she swerves and flips the ice cream truck and dies again to save one rabbit. But Shadow and
he's like,
Odin are like,
plow through, baby. Although Anya would have been happy. Her deathly fear of bunnies. She'd be like, "Kill them all!"
Anya and Odin high-fiving.
She'd be like, "Oh, you didn't get them all! Get them, go back, reverse!"
That annoying beep sound. All in all, I mean, not much to say about the episode other than women rock. You see, it's like chess. The queen moves all over the board. The pitch that Odin gave, also the goddess of spring, like to make the humans pray, you take and withdraw, and then if they pray hard enough, you give it back. As a temporary human, because we are both stuck in this mortal coil until we find a TARDIS or a real hammer or something, I'd like to take offense to that and be like, I don't think I'm on Team Odin again, because I don't want to suffer to have to pray. I think I would rather prefer a god that would just give me shiny
stuff
things out of love without having to whip me for it. I don't like his theology. I'm almost on the technology.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, I agree with you because I feel like, okay, dude, like, so, you know, as we saw in the opening of the pilot where he made all his men, like, kill each other.
Blind themselves.
But I hate the technology gods. Only because I do feel like I'm a slave to the technology gods, and I hate that about myself. So I really, really hate them a lot.
I like them because, A, they have Mulder. Oh, wait, Scully.
Scully!
I'm sorry, they're the same person. Oh my god, they have Mulder. Now you want my side? Now you want my side? But I love technology. I think it's brought us vaccines and cameras and TV. I mean, I go out, you know, every other weekend in nature and hike and do yoga and all that stuff. So I connect with nature. And then I go home.
All I do is
to my running water.
That's the problem with me. It's like, that's it. That's my whole life is technology. I hardly ever go out in nature. So,
I'm away with me.
I feel like that's why I hate them, even though obviously I worship them way more than I would any other god.
You're one of those kind of worshippers. You hate what you love.
I hate what I love.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate the addiction. That's what I hate.
That's true. I do have a few video game apps on my phone that I hate because it's like even right now I'm thinking I should be tapping to get those points.
They got you. They If you want to subscribe, watch more of our stuff, subscribe below. But FM has a channel. Oh, we have all the links there too. So yeah. So and also we have links below for our own channels as well. Oh, well, thanks for joining.
Bye.